Well, hey y'all, morning. It's a pretty cool morning over here in East Central Mississippi, and I'm Dan, and I'm at my house in the sticks. I thought I'd share this with you. My wife wanted me to plant some sunflowers that I started from seed for her, and I thought I'd show you what I'm doing. So check it out. This right here is a soil reclamation box that we built. We had a whole bunch of reclaimed wood that we got from a buddy of ours, and it's basically a way to capture your old soil. All of this soil is basically what we used last year, and towards the end of the planting season we emptied all of our raised beds, well, not raised beds, but most of our containers, and we dumped it into this box that we built. And it's a good way to capture all of that soil and save it for your next planting season, because you could actually amend this soil, and we've added a little bit of fertilizer to it. Not much, but we don't do much to it, but we add a little bit of fertilizer to it. And this box was actually filled up to here. We had soil from all the way across, and let's see, here to there. So this thing had a lot of soil in it, y'all. I have seen some folks throw that soil away after the planting season, especially in that containers. Heck, I even, if you buy a maida plant or something like that from, one of the big box stores, Walmart's, Lowe's, something like that, after it's done doing its thing, don't throw that dirt away. Build you something like this if you have the means to, and store it in here and reuse it. But I think the only thing that we had to purchase were these fence boards, and I want to say they either pine or cedar, one or the other, but they're specifically designed to be outside, so that's why we used it. We have it actually on the bottom as well. It works out pretty good. I want to say the dimensions on this thing are maybe 3 by 4, maybe. I think that's what it was. And it was pretty easy to build. We had some leftover 4x4s and a bunch of this reclaimed wood, and had an old piece of tin on top of it, and a good old piece of PVC to hold it open. And that's what it looks like. And it's a handy way to store your soil instead of throwing it away. Right here's the rear of it. That's some 3 heavy-duty hinges. This thing is pretty heavy. Old piece of tin. Has some tin screws. Basically just built a box, and it's on a slant. I was pretty nifty on this. I don't even know how I did it, but I did it. It just worked out pretty good. But what I intend on doing is taking some of this soil out of here, putting it in there. Old terracotta pot. If you have a little tip, if you have a terracotta pot that you broke, don't throw it away. Save it in pieces. You can actually use these little pieces of terracotta to cover that hole, just so it'll drain. It'll cover the hole, your soil won't fall out the bottom, and it's a good way to drain it. So that's what I think I'm gonna do before I go to work. Oh, that right there is Mr. Jingles, the hellion cat, the phantom pooper in our raised beds. So anyway, I'm going to fill this thing up, get some soil in it, and I'll get back with you in a couple of seconds. There you go. I'm back, and this is what we're looking at. I filled that terracotta pot up, and this is what it looks like. How's that? That may be better. So all we're gonna do is dig some holes. These are the sunflowers that I showed y'all. They kind of leggy, but that's okay. We're gonna plant them a little bit deeper in this soil right here. And flying solo today, so it's gonna be kind of hard to dig and plant. So I'm gonna get these in the ground. I'll be right back with you. I'm back. I done put these sunflowers in this terracotta pot, topped it off. Let me show you what I did. Remember how leggy they were? They was pretty long. All I did was plant these things real deep. I covered up a bunch of this stem, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you have something that's leggy, just plant a little bit deeper, and it'll be okay. Done it before, and it seemed to work pretty good. A little tip: when you're planting your whatever it is that you're planting, once you get them in the ground, you want to make sure you give them a good push. Seed them down in there like that. Get them in there real good. A little push down. And once you do that, the last step, get some water and just water them in real good. That actually takes all the air bubbles out, or the air pockets out of the soil. And just water them in real good. This soil drains pretty good, so it'll be alright. I think these sunflowers are going to like it in this pot. We just have to see what happens. Maybe water them in just a little bit more. And I think that's going to be it. There it is. A couple full of sunflowers in a terracotta pot. Using reclaimed soil and watering it down with some rainwater. Well, there you have it, y'all. Pretty easy. I just thought I'd show y'all what I was doing. Don't forget, when you plant whatever it is you plant, mash them down a little bit into that soil to release those air pockets and water them in. So I'm done for this video. I'm finna go to work, but always remember, it's not what you can get, it's always about what you can give. So we'll see you on the next one.